Hello everyone, welcome to our timeless weekly card reading. So I'm going to do a bunch of stuff and just read the energies for the week and see what guidance and advice that we can get, what comes through. So as always, I do want this to be an intuitive exercise. I'm playing with these dice if you guys can hear them. I want this to be an intuitive exercise, so make sure to use your intuition, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find yourself arguing with it, just leave it and it's not for you. If you find yourself arguing, that's your clue, it's not for you, okay? So I will start with these astrology dice, and a little plug. I got these astrology dice from Goddess Provisions, Goddess Provision Boutique. I have a link in the description. If you follow the link, you can get 10% off orders $25 or more, or you can add in at checkout my special code, Mystic Hillbilly, and you can get 10% off at checkout. So I don't think you can double down though. So, but you can follow the link. That would be preferred for me. But yeah, if you want your own divination dice, just like these, or I think they have different kinds too. And there's all kinds of stuff. And they have build your own dream ball. You can go and pick out your own Goddess Provisions. So check them out down below with the link down below. Thank you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we're going to roll the dice and see what comes up. So what we have is Mercury, mind power. Mercury in Libra, our mind is on justice in the 11th house, community justice. Our mind, yeah, with bells tuning in right there and borking like that at that time. Mercury in Libra, our mind and justice in the 11th house. I feel like this week, we're going to almost be demanding justice for our communities, demanding justice for our bigger communities is the type of energies I'm picking up with that. Ooh, I don't want to knock that over. So let's see what other energies we have coming through. We have the number 4 and Pentacles, the four of Pentacles and the first quarter moon. So this is kind of like have faith, like I want to say have faith. You're building something and it's not quite there yet, but you got to keep going and keep moving forward. The first quarter moon, the moon is still building its light. It's halfway there, and it depends on how you want to look at it. Is it half full or half empty? Is it half light or half dark? And at the same time, we have this feeling of demanding justice for my community, for my people. So there's this really intense need for justice for collectives. And there's a feeling of we're halfway there, but it's not enough. That's coming through too. All right, let's get into the tarot and see what comes out. So the first tarot cards that we have today is the Star Tarot. Okay, I don't take reversals, although that would be one to reverse. And again, this deck doesn't come with reversals, so I honor the author of the deck in that way. So, and some people might read them in reverse, so. But the author of the deck doesn't, so I just honor that. And okay, so I feel like the beginning of the week comes harsh realities. And I feel like it's that feeling of injustice. It's harsh realities about how unjust it is and how unjust it can be. And we move forward, empowered though. There's this feeling of moving forward empowered, because like I said, the 4 of Pentacles in the first quarter moon, this feeling of I've done so much. Is it enough? Oh well, keep moving forward. And you do that. You keep moving forward, empowered, and the week ends with a wish fulfillment. And the only reason why I hesitate there is because it's like, it doesn't normally happen that fast, but it comes through. So I feel like the harshness, the heartbreak at the beginning of the week, take heart, take care of yourself, love yourself, give yourself the self-care, and it'll lead to good things by the weekend. Especially if you move forward in your light, strength, and resilience. All right, I've got to find a better way to stabilize this darn camera. We'll get there, guys. Thank you for being patient with me. Okay, so let's see if we can gain any kind of confirmation from the Tarot of Dreams. So let's see what comes out. Woo, right away. Right away, this one came out. So I see foolish decisions that lead to heartbreak. But I see us overcoming with our strength and resilience. And yeah, that's what I was feeling. Like, because that's why I was hesitating, because I was like, it leads to wish fulfillment by weekend. I don't think it necessarily leads to wish fulfillment by weekend. I think it leads to the understanding of, and like the understanding of how much closer you are now to that wish fulfillment, and now you just gotta wait, kind of thing. It leads to it leads to better. What leads to better understanding? You moving past the heartbreak into your strength and resilience, continuing to move forward, even though it looks like it won't make it, will lead to it looking like it's gonna make it. And whenever it looks like it's gonna make it, that gives you what you need to have the last oomph for the last round, which I feel like is kind of next week. So it leads to wait. But wait with higher inspiration, higher knowledge, higher understanding. You moving forward with your strength, despite it looking like it'll lead nowhere, will lead to higher faith, deeper faith in yourself, and deeper love for yourself. Moving on to the Journey Tarot to see if we can get any more confirmation here. Okay. Yeah, okay. We got the sun coming up twice, y'all, but we got one coming up here and over here. But anyway, yeah, I'm seeing that, what you thought that you knew, you don't really know. You don't know what you don't know, and and I'm seeing definitely some, you're going to be taking down a peg or two, but it's going to strengthen you, and it's for the best. You're gonna learn something that I feel like you didn't even know that was possible, but you thought that you knew, and because you thought that you knew, you're kind of upset about what you're learning. But then it's just like, I feel you taking this crapola, and I see you just being like, so what? It is what it is. That's the crap. Now let's move forward. Let's keep being me. Let's keep going. So And it really, and you begin to shine. You begin to shine, and you begin, and it's just like by then you're like, I'm so over it. I don't even care. But you are shining because you realize something that you didn't know, but you just don't care and you move forward anyway. All right. Let's see if we can get any confirmation with the plant kingdom. Okay, so yeah, once again, I see you standing in your mastery, or what you think is your mastery, and you gaining some information, and it breaks your heart. I have got to find, see, I immediately hit that. I have got to find a better way to stabilize this. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, thank you for putting up with me, and I do think that happened here in the reading for a reason. I feel like Spirit is telling me that I'm blowing off this heartbreak and acting like you can just overcome it and move on. And we had it at the beginning, and then it moves like to the middle. So I don't know. I think for some of you it will be at the beginning of the week, and for some of you it'll be towards the middle of the week. But I really feel like Spirit's telling me I'm underestimating this heartbreak, and it really could deter you. It really could throw you off course. And the fact that you're able to gain yourself back together and move on is just like, I hear, applause for you and your strength and your endurance and your, and because this, I feel like it's heavy. It's heavy stuff. And I'm blowing off how heavy it is. But at the same time, I see you with this don't give a flunk attitude, and it just allows you to blossom. You're gonna be able to blossom from not giving a flunk about this heavy heart stuff, which is why I think the spiritual world is literally celebrating you. They're applauding you because it's amazing. You're like a miracle worker with your life. So applaud yourself. Give yourself credit too. All right, guys, I'm hearing to grab some runes. So I'm going to grab some runes here, see what comes out. All right. I just feel like putting them. Yeah, you're gonna get news. There's news coming to you, and it's let's see. It's news that it disrupts you. It disrupts it throws everything off balance. But you are strengthened by this moving forward. Like, once again, I see this, it's a moving forward. I guess the message and the guidance that we are gaining this week that keeps coming through, it just keeps coming through loud and clear, is move forward through the heartbreak. Don't let it deter you. sometimes setbacks are meant to be setbacks. These setbacks are not meant to be setbacks. They're meant for you to move forward, to continue on. So, yeah, very interesting. I feel like move forward. It's just coming through. Move forward. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. Despite what all the idiots are saying around you, and despite that everybody's calling these idiots the know-it-alls, the what are they? The professionals. I have a friend. How does she? The guys in the penguin suits, the penguin guys, So just try to look at it from a different perspective and be there for yourself. Self-love, self-care through this, and move forward. Just keep moving forward anyway. Be like, okay, whatever. I'm going to keep moving forward though. So there you go. All right. I do want to grab an ongum. Feel like it's in the reading today. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. You taking care of what's yours and tending to your own brings you spiritual guidance, spiritual understanding, and it's a spiritual understanding that helps you remain grounded during the storm. It helps you because you know that you can move forward, and you know that you have the strength and the endurance to continue to move forward. And you protect yours. You take care of yours. And yeah. Because you protect yours and take care of yours, Spirit does too. Spirit has your back. The universe has your back. Like, I'm hearing that loud and clear to let you know. The universe has your back. So there's your confirmation. I know that one wasn't a new one. It was a confirmation for you. So, all right, guys. Let's move into the oracle card portion of the card reading. All right, our first oracle card is the Lady of the Mirror, reflection, non-judgment. So yeah, I really feel that is strong for this week. Go through this week looking at everything that is happening to you and around you as a reflection of where you are non-judgmentally. Don't judge yourself or others. We're not judging anyone here, because when you judge others, you're judging another aspect of yourself. You're just hiding it. So yeah, I really do feel like this week it's going to reflect back to you a lot. There's a lot of lessons to be learned. There's a lot of unknowns that are going to come in and show you what's known. And it's not necessarily happy stuff. This is heavy stuff. There's heavy stuff that you're moving through. Like I'm hearing once again, Spirit saying, quit diminishing how heavy this is. That's why you are going to be celebrated so much for this. You will be rewarded, but it's not going to look like it at first. It just won't. It can't look like it. And that's part of having faith. And that's part of growing faith. And that's part of, exercising the faith. So, and this week, yeah, I feel like a lot of chaos. Observe, try to observe, learn, and don't judge. No judgments. All right. The next oracle card up is, and that one was the Hidden Realms. So the next one up is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. All right. Wild Woman. Oh my gosh, Wild Woman keeps on coming out for us, collective. Be wild and be free. Quit being such a stickler. I'm talking to myself here. Yes, let your wild woman out. Let your wild woman out. See what it feels like to feel open and free. Just go out and dance with the wind. Paint with the colors of the wind. Go out and dance with the wind. Connect to your wild and primal self, and in a loving way, not in a way of, I hate you, you have to die. More of, connect to your wild primal self in a loving way. Yeah. wild woman's coming out. She keeps coming out. She's like, I'm serious. You need to allow freedom in your life. And I'm not saying all the time, so if you feel like you're trapped in wherever you're trapped in, find your freedom moments and allow them and savor them, especially this week. Okay? All right. So the next oracle up is the Fae. So the Fae realm. So yeah, the Fae realm's coming out to say that you are a little bit spoiled. You've been acting a little bit bratty, and that's part of the correction that is going to be made this week. Is kind of like letting you know. I'm hearing stop complaining, like the Fae are sick of hearing. Okay, so I don't necessarily think, because we have a reason to complain sometimes, Faye, You guys need to chill out because, yeah, sometimes we have a reason to complain, but at the same time, it really isn't helpful to complain, and complaining doesn't do a whole lot. So if you feel like you need to complain, like, don't be a toxic positivity and push it down and be like, no, I can't, everything's fine. It wouldn't be like that. You'd be like, everything is fine. I'm doing good. But I exaggerated it for you guys. So yeah, don't push it down and have that toxic positivity where you're being grateful for, but at the same time, do be grateful for what you can be grateful for. And if you need to complain, give yourself boundaries and parameters around that. Like set a timer for like 5 minutes. You can complain for 5 minutes. I like to do that one. I find that I don't even usually need a full 5 minutes. Although sometimes I'm like, I need another 5 minutes. So I try not to do that. Alright, and I'm also hearing add love into your life wherever you can. Because, I just got an interruption and I kind of want to be bratty about it. And I'm hearing, being the brat. So, yeah. Add love where you can. Add compassion where you can. And remember that you can feel your thoughts. And it's not right whenever things are not quite going your way or something to tear yourself down. You feel that. So remember that you feel your thoughts and you intuitively know the results of the thoughts that you're allowing yourself to feel. Does that make sense? If it does, keep it. If it doesn't, don't. That's as far as I feel like I'm going with that. Alright guys, let's move on to the next oracle, which I'm excited. Alright, so now we are going to do the Lemurian Oracle. So for the Lemurian Oracle, I encourage you guys, use your intuition. So I'll put the card down, we will zoom in on it, and I'll just be quiet for a little while and let you guys see what the card says to you. And then I will just see what the card, I'll read to you guys what I see in the card. And then we'll flip it over and read what the card says. So sometimes they all three align, and that's really cool. Sometimes they're all three different, and that's really cool too, because then you get 3 messages from one card. So if you can resonate with all 3 messages. So, all right, guys, here we go. All right, so from this card, I'm picking up that energy where we kept getting the Sun card. I'm feeling that blossoming energy. I feel like the ancestors are coming through to say that you are blossoming beautifully, and they are so proud of you and proud of your growth, and you're beautiful to them. You're sparkling and shining, and I'm hearing trust your connection to your inner divine. Trust your connection to the divine, to the greater whole. You are connected to the greater whole, so you can talk to your ancestors too, and you can connect to your ancestors too. So I'm hearing that. Trust your connection to your divine. The divinity is within you, and the ability to blossom and bloom is within you too. Like, you are the one with the strength and the endurance to keep moving forward, and it is so beautiful and just amazing to behold from within and without. So celebrate you is what I'm hearing. All right, beloveds, let's read what the card says. Trust your inner sense. Sometimes it can be hard to decipher between intuition and what our mind is telling us. Stories, projections, or fear can arise under the guise of intuition. To distinguish truthful inner guidance from paranoia, we must return to innocence, to our purest essence. Here, we have access to the truth of our being. Honesty is more than not lying to yourself. It is also about not withholding and having deep transparency within yourself. Learn to trust and be absolutely honest with yourself. In your heart of hearts, you hold the answers. Notice the first thoughts that you have before you second guess yourself. Listen and honor those thoughts. So I said this part a little bit weird, so I just want to define that a little bit more. Honesty is more than not lying to yourself. It's also about not withholding and having deep transparency within yourself. All right. Okay. All right, so now we have just one more oracle card for this reading from the Shadow. The Shadow Oracle came out for this reading. So let's see what message our Shadow has for us this month before we close out this reading. All right, resonance, joy. What I'm hearing is joy is a choice. And I'm seeing her choose joy despite the fact that she wants to cry, despite the fact that she is crying. So it's like, even though I'm crying and I'm heartbroken, I still feel joy. And honestly, that is what I think depression really is about, is like, you can't tap into joy. Like, you know that you're depressed when you can't even tap into joy. But if you're able to tap into joy, like, you're good, okay? But if you're able to tap into joy during the sadness, then you're ascending. You know, that's master human work there, you know? Working with our emotions and mastering our emotions is master human work. So yes, I'm hearing you have the choice to choose joy, or you could choose sorrow. And I know that you're like, but this thing happened to me and it's awful and it's, da 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 da. The choice is within you. Yes, you can cry. Yes, there's a time and place for grieving, and everybody grieves their own way. You grieve your way, and grieve it. Grieve it. There's serious heavy heartbreak here. Like, I'm not kidding, but the Shadow's coming out to say you can choose joy. I mean, come on. Your Shadow's coming out to say that you can choose joy. Protect your heart so that you can open up to joy is what I'm hearing. Protect your heart so that you can open up to joy. Allow yourself to be wild and free. Stay humble, not stubborn. Look at this week as a reflection of you. Observe and see what it means to you. No judgment. Lots of love. All right, guys, that is the end of this card reading. Look at you. You made it to the end. I'm so grateful to have you guys here. So, yeah, if you liked it, if it resonated with you, if you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. It helps me so much. So, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it was able to give you some guidance somewhere, hopefully. If it helped you in any way, please let me know in the comments. I would be so grateful to know, and it does mean a lot to me whenever you guys let me know how you are feeling and where you're coming from. So there you guys go. That is the full reading. If you want a personal reading for me, link is in the description for my website at themystichillbilly.com. And if you'd like a more personalized atmosphere, you can check us out on Patreon, where we have daily card readings and monthly moon readings. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I mean, look at you. You're at the end here. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you. And as always, stay wild and stay mystical, my friends.